Today I'm in my VinFast VF7 Dragon Forge Edition, and I want to talk about how to beat your competition in business or anything else. How do you be the best? How do you beat your competition? And I think there is a lot about driving that teaches about how to be the best and how to beat your competition, and I'm gonna share that with you. I think you'll find the lessons today very, very valuable, especially if you're in business. Okay, so let's get to it.
Hey Tom Peng, love what you're doing on your channel, buddy. Super congrats. You know, giving your time and energy to nonprofit business channel. Look man, keep driving that audience. So Tom Peng, look forward to spending some time with you. I know you got the right mindset, so I'd love for you to share some of that from the big V. God bless, be great. 10X.
So I've been driving a lot here in Vietnam. Usually I go see customers in other provinces. On a good day, I can put 200 to 300 kilometers easily on the odometer. That's just the way it is. I love to see customers, I love to visit them, and I love to understand their challenges and problems, and I love to solve their problems. And that's why I go visit so many customers. And that means I put a lot of kilometers on the road. And sometimes when I'm driving, especially on the highway, you know, I think about all these cars. Let's say if they are my competition, and what do I have to do to beat them? And I think driving tells us a lot about a competitive market and how to be the best. And let me just demonstrate what I mean. So right now, let's look at the road. There's a lot of cars in front of me. And let's pretend that they are my competition, all right? And of course, I want to get ahead of them. I want to be ahead of them. I want to do better than them. I want to be faster than them. I want to be faster to get to market. I want to make more revenue. I want to be ahead of them. So how do I get ahead of them? Well, right now, I couldn't because there's a lot of cars in front of me. But I can see that if I go to the next lane, I can go a little bit faster. I can pass this truck next to me if I go to the next lane. So what this tells me is that if you and your competition is doing the same thing, you're in the same lane and doing exactly the same thing, then you're not gonna pass them. In order to pass your competition, you have to do something different. You have to go to the next lane. You have to not travel the same lane as them. I'm going to the next lane so that I can pass this truck. And if I just follow that truck behind him and do exactly what he does, I will never pass him. But by moving myself into a different lane, now I can pass this truck. And let's move back to the left lane here. By moving yourself to a different lane, that means you are doing something different. Maybe you're doing your marketing different. Maybe your product has a different feature, it has differentiation. Your product is better in certain ways. You have to differentiate from your competition. Otherwise, you cannot pass them. Now, you see, there's a Mercedes that just passed me because he's not following me. He finds the lane on the right allows him to travel faster, and of course, I don't like that. I wanna catch up to him, and I see that the car in front of me is going faster, so I'm in the right lane if I want to pass him. And also, following the right car is really important. Right now, I'm following the Mercedes in front of me because this is the faster lane. And if I follow the car that's faster in front of me compared to what's on my left lane, then I will pass everything on my left lane. What this means is that you have to pick the right partners. In business, it's not always just about competition. It's also about partnerships. And in this case, I'm partnering with the Mercedes 300 right in front of me because it's going faster than any other car. And if I follow its footstep, if I'm behind it, I will pass all the other cars, right? So it's about finding the right partner and collaborate and work together, and then you can pass all your competition. But now I want to pass the C300 because it's slowing down, and I need to find a new partner because now I passed him. So right now I see this truck in front of me, I want to pass it, so I go to the next lane. I got to do something different. I cannot just follow this truck. If I continue to follow this truck, then I will be behind it. And if I want to lead, I want to be the best, I gotta pass it, all right? So this is what I learned when I drive. about running a business, right? So if you want to be the best at what you do, you gotta be in the right lane. That means you gotta figure out what you have to do in your business, how to differentiate yourself in the business world so that you're doing something different. You're not following your competitor's footsteps. You're not behind your competitor and copying everything they do. Because if you do that, you'll never pass them, right? In order to pass them, you gotta change lane and do something different, all right? And sometimes it's a good idea just to follow the right competitor, right? Follow the right partner. Sometimes the competitor is a partner, right? So you follow the right car behind it, you follow the right competition and partner with it, and they will take you far. And when the time is right, you can pass them. So like right now, I'm following this Mitsubishi truck because it's going faster than all the other cars. So it's leading the way to allow me to get ahead. But when I'm ready, I can pass it, okay? Passing another car requires you to have power, all right? So you don't pass another car until you are ready. So when you are ready, now you can pass a car. And that's exactly the same in business. When you are ready, when you have more advantages, when you have more resources than your competition, then now is the time to pass your competition. You gotta pick the right moment. So you see, there's so many things I learned about business just by driving my car. All right, and I hope these lessons are useful to you. Learn how to do something different compared to your competition so that you can pass them. Learn how to partner with the right businesses so that they can help you get ahead. And when the time's ready, you know, when you have the resource and when you have the capacity, pass them, all right? Pass them so that you are always number one. Take some fucking action. I hope my lesson is useful to you, and don't be a fucktard.